Hi everyone, this is Jill with stampwithjill.com, and I thought I would drop in this Friday to stamp with you and make some movement cards. So let's take a quick look at the card we're going to make today. It is a slider card with the unicorn. I actually have a couple to show you. I have a pumpkin one, and we are going to make actually both unicorn ones. So I thought it would be fun to stamp today. So let's flip the camera and get started. All right, so my puppies are upstairs. Hopefully they won't be barking too much. Anyway, all right, so you should be able to see my workstation. Hold on, maybe I can get it just a little bit more up. There we go. Okay, so we are gonna make some slider cards, and they go like this. So the unicorn, let me make sure the words are going in the right direction. Yes, so this one slides up and over the rainbow. This pumpkin card we are not going to make, but you can see the pumpkin slides across the fence. And this one is my favorite. It is the Believe in Yourself unicorn, and it slides across the clouds. So we are going to make the two unicorn ones, and since I have not been able to figure out how to get my laptop set up on the side to see who comments and other things like that, I am just going to stamp and be happy and work with the projects that I have. So let's get started. I also haven't quite figured out how to get my camera high enough to show you actually the die cutting, but I am going to show you the products we're going to use. So we are going to use the Magical Unicorn, and this is a really fun set. It has two unicorns and the rainbow and a set of coordinating dies, so we're going to use that. But the fun part of today is these really cool in-motion die sets, and these actually give you all the slots for the slider cards. So I actually used this one for up and over the rainbow and this one for just sliding across the clouds, because this one was the shorter one for the vertical card. All right, so those are the dies. I have pre-done quite a bit of stuff because, like I said, I haven't quite figured out how to do all of it. So let's go ahead and make this over the rainbow card first. So what I have done is I have a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of whipped cream cardstock, and I'm just gonna fold that in half. Okay, so this is where I actually cheated. So I actually have this embossing folder, which is clouds, and I already embossed the white piece by, let's see if I, putting the paper in and running it through my platinum machine. And when it comes out, it has these really fun clouds on it. So I'm not sure if you can really see that in the camera, but there's some clouds. And then I also cheated and pre-cut the in-motion die because my machine is pretty big. Anyway, so those are the couple things that I've done. So for this one, we are going to tape the rainbow on the front of the card, and then we're going to make the unicorn, the jumping unicorn, go up and over the rainbow. So what I've learned when I made the first one is we need to stamp the magical birthday. So I am just going to quick grab a block because I wasn't prepared for that one. I should have been prepared, but I wasn't. Okay, so have a magical birthday. So I'm going to stamp that in the bottom cloud here so it's in the same place as the sample. And that's just in black ink. All right. So then you're going to make slider cards. They're so easy. You just need 2 pennies and some foam squares. So I'm going to show you how to put it together. So first, you are going to put a foam square on your penny, and then you're going to make a penny sandwich. So you're just going to smush them together so you have that little edge in there, and then you're going to slip it into your slider panel, just like that. So you can see the foam square is tiny enough for it to slide any which way. So these are the small Fun Stampers Journey foam squares. So now you can kind of see how the slider moves. So if you go ahead and tape this to the front of your card, this won't slide because it'll be too tight. So you have to use foam squares on the back to give it that lift. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on because I've already done the stamping. And I've actually cheated in quite a few ways, but I'm going to put one here in the middle too. I did pre-color my unicorns because I thought it would be boring if you were watching me color on live video. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here and center it on my card. All right, so this guy is, this jumping unicorn is a little skinny in the middle. I would normally like to put it here, but you can see when it's all the way down here, it will be off your card. So I put it on his back legs, and I attach him also with a foam square. And I just make sure this wide part of his hind legs are centered on the penny. And now he goes up and over. So the one trick for this card is, other than that, is to have your rainbow ready. And you don't want to put it too close to the edge of this, because if it's over like that, the penny won't slide. So you want to make sure that it's just over the edge, and you want to make sure that it's totally taped down, because if it's sticking up, the unicorn kind of gets caught on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this right here, tape it down, and so now you can see that the unicorn goes up and over the rainbow. So this one he's a little floppy because he probably could use 2 pennies, but I'm just going to make him with 1. I think it's cute just the way it is. But my favorite card is this one with the walking unicorn and all the extra clouds and some extra stuff. So back to this one. I did pre-color this in pastel Copics. So I saved the colors and it kept them out because I thought it would be boring for you to watch me color. So I have the pink is RV02. The turquoise blue is G00, and I'll put a picture of these up on the blog. G21, Y11, BV01. Oh, I forgot to show you this one. So this is the gray, which is C3. A lot of these came in one of my pastel kits that I got. I started collecting Copics with pre-selected kits. I've been collecting them for years and years, but now I just add single markers where I need extra colors like purples or pinks. So anyway, I bought this. It's called a Zig Wink of Stella marker. And how cool is this, that you can just put some twinkle without a big brush, it's like a fine tip twinkle, on the unicorn's horn. And I can add some twinkle to the tail or the feet too, but I just wanted to show you that this was a really fun tool to have. All right, so that's the first card. You can see these sliders pop together really quick. So my next card has a little bit more work to it. So this one, I'm going to change this just a smidge. So same thing, I pre-cut my 4 1/4 by 11 piece of whipped cream cardstock, and I pre-cut and embossed the slider part of the card. But for this one, we are going to use some pan pastels, and we are going to make some blue sky behind the clouds. So I just got these. These are my new toy, and they are the pastel version of the pastel collection. Probably should know the name of it, but we are going to use this turquoise blue. So I'm just going to pop it out of the container and put it here on my workstation, and I already have a sponge to go with it. And so this is all you do. You dab the pastels into you dab the sponge into the chalk and just kind of rub it where you want. So you can see it's going over the edge a little bit of the clouds, and that's okay because I have a fix for that. So you can see how nicely this kind of rubs right on. So the that's it. That's all you do. Now I'm going to set this with some hairspray because it does tend, when you use it on like a background, it does tend to smear a little bit. So I had to grab my hairspray. So this is just cheap travel size hairspray, and I'm just going to give it a quick shot. Oh wait, I can't do that yet. Good thing I didn't do it. So to get it off the edge of the clouds, all you need is an eraser, and you just go back and erase the edge of your clouds so they're all white. Probably should have used a cleaner edge of my eraser. There we go. So you can use a smaller sponge and have a little bit more precision, but for me, I don't know why my eraser's not working so good, so there we go. So you just want to pop up a little bit, pop out, not pop up, a little bit more of your white clouds. And you just erase where it is. So you can see it's already starting to show me a little bit more of the clouds and less of the smeary chalk. Now, I'm not going to go over this part because we're going to put some things on top. So there are some cloud dies at Fun Stampers Journey, and they come with a coordinating set of piercing. So I have pre-cut some of these clouds. I actually have one for here. I have this little one for here. And I have two little ones here somewhere, right here. And I have two little ones for this. And these are just plain white. They're not getting anything fancy, but they are up on dimensional, or foam squares. But first I want to go ahead and stamp this one cloud, and I'm going to stamp it towards the middle because I'm going to cut these bottom edges off. So instead of it saying believe in yourself, it's going to say so fabulous because I am so fabulous. Anyway, so are my friends. All right, so fabulous is there. So when we go ahead and put this on, it's the same type of thing. You don't want it to be close to the slider part because it's popped up, it will get stuck. All right, so once I get these guys off, I'm just going to have this go over just a little bit like this. So fabulous is up higher. And then this bigger one is going to go right under here. So I'm going to put, I think I'll just need one, maybe two. I'll put one right on the edge of the card there, and then one here. And then we're just going to slide that under so it looks like there's a big poof of clouds there at the bottom. So I have some big old cheap scissors here from I don't know where, and all I do is turn it over and trim up the edge of the card. And it's pretty easy to keep this straight because you're following the edge of the pre-cut straight paper. And because it's white on white, any imperfections you're not going to see. So now we have So Fabulous. So I'm going to put these two little ones on last. I'm going to brush those away. So we're going to put these two little ones on at the end. I'm going to get them ready. And then you're going to need your pennies. So I actually like to make the penny sandwich first. And then add the unicorn. So I'm going to just penny sandwich this up, squeeze it nice and tight, and then slip it in to where the slider goes. You have a little bit of flexibility. Again, you can see they're the perfect size. All right, so then for this particular unicorn, I colored this, I want to call it a girl, but it's colored in primary colors. So reds, blues, yellows, straight up primary colors. So I want the feet just over the edge of the cloud, and this is going to go right here on the middle part of the body. So like right where there's like the most paper. And then you can see he just goes across the clouds like that. So that's ready. Then we're just going to go ahead and add these cute little guys right here to add some more clouds. And then we're going to turn it over and put the foam squares on the back. And we are almost done. Oh, I forgot to spray it with the hairspray. Whoops. Well, you don't have to spray it with hairspray. I like to because I've gotten some cards with lots of pan pastels on them and they do get on my fingers. So I like to spray them just so the recipient doesn't get dirty. But I think they'll be touching the unicorn, not necessarily the back of the card, the cloud part of the card. So we can put that right here, center that on there, and then your unicorn slides across there. So you don't want to have that there, so you want to brush those off. Okay, so that's how you make a slider card. So here's my original, and here is my second one. And I've got some clouds, I've got some fun things. I did forget to spray it, but you know what? This is so easy. You can spray this after the fact too because it dries clear. It's unscented. It does, you can even spray the unicorn and nobody would notice. Okay, so I did want to share this one Halloween pumpkin card. So what I did was I made this top part of the designer paper with the, this is Through the Years paper, and it's the Halloween sheets, and I cut it to 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and then I taped down the picket fence that I cut with black cardstock. Same thing, there's a penny sandwich under there, and I just die cut through there and then mounted it on oatmeal cookie, and then there's a little bit of tangerine fusion underneath there to give it some more orange, and then the pumpkin slides. And this is black heat embossed with black embossing powder, so it's a little bit shiny, and then I added rhinestones. I really like this one. I think it's really fun. But I think this one is my favorite, and they become kind of addicting, so you can really make lots of fun things move across your cards, and there's lots of shapes and patterns, and I can't wait to come up with the new one. But I know that if somebody had a birthday and they were the recipient of this, they would be super, super excited to get something that moves. All right, so that's the penny slider card. So go get your pennies, and if you need to order the In Motion die set, that will be on the blog in a couple of hours. I have to go pick my daughter up at school soon. And the other thing is, I would love if you could share this video, this Facebook video, with your crafty friends. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. Have a great afternoon.